Hey, what's up, Cool Like That peeps? It is me, your Cool Like That Asian in the house. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hopefully, you guys are doing great out there. I'm actually doing a quick little video because I wanted to kind of explain some stuff going on. So I'm wearing my "We're All Infected" hat. It's perfect for this video, I think, and I think it's something that has been weighing on my mind. Okay, so I'm not infected with the COVID or nothing. I'm trying to stay home. I don't want to go out. I don't want to mingle. Don't call me to mingle or anything like that just yet because I'm not ready. But I wanted to kind of talk about the stuff that I've been placing onto Facebook because I realized it's a good way for me to get my feelings out. Okay, and I could put this in a journal, but I don't really write in a journal. I write on Facebook, and I think it's important for people to get the full messaging because I noticed that over the last couple of months. Okay, now granted, the last president was bad at messaging. Okay, he was horrible at messaging, and I'm not a big fan of the last president. And I'm a fan of Joe, Uncle Joe. Okay, I'm a fan of his, but I'm also not a fan about the mixed messaging that has been placed going on right now. And I think people are not aware. Okay, and I think people are thinking that they're immune to getting the disease again, even if you got the vaccination. All right, and I think it's important that I start. To me, it's important that people are aware of it, and even if it's my page or not, if you guys don't want to watch or read it or watch it or whatever, you guys can always put me on pause or whatever. There's all kinds of mechanisms where you can just take me off your list for a couple of months, where everything dies down a little bit. Okay, because I do that a lot to people. So if I don't like the messaging, I did it during the elections. I did it during the first part of the pandemic. I did it a lot. Okay, so I don't blame people for doing that. But I think it's important that we also be aware. Okay, because we all know that the messaging has been, and I've seen this on The View, I've seen this on the news, I've seen this all over the place, that people are, the unvaccinated people are the ones who's putting it out there. And this is the media messaging that has been placed on people. Okay, and I think that's wrong because I think we need to be diligent in terms of, or be more responsible with the words that we're saying because I think it is important to let people know. Yes, it's highly unlikely, but there is that small chance that people can die from the disease even if you got the vaccination. You still can catch it. You can still pass it along to other people. And I think it's important that we all be aware of that. And you cannot get mad and shoot the messenger because of the fact that he placed the facts out there. It was put out in the news today from the CDC. It was put out in the news from the media that people who gotten vaccinated is not immune from the Delta variant. Okay, they're not immune to it. You may not get as much of a impact, but you can still pass it along to other people. Okay, so that's why they're starting to think of a mass mandate again to make sure that this doesn't happen again and they can stop it immediately. And I think it's important. Okay, so I think it's important that people make the right decisions for themselves, whether or not you get the vaccine or not. Okay, people who are not getting the vaccine, they need to take more extra precautions because of the fact that they are more susceptible. They are more. They can get the virus a little bit more easily, I think. And to me, it's important for that. So I think people should stay home a little bit more. They should do whatever. Yes, go out, whatever, but take the necessary precautions. I even go to the grocery store to even and get the stuff that I need, wipe my hands, wipe it down as soon as I get home, and then put it away. I don't just put it away so it's like sitting there until somebody touches it and get infected. So I want to make sure that we're we're taking everything we can. We're doing all of the things we can. Wear a mask, do all of that to make sure that we're keeping safe. That's all we're asking. People are asking for. Now, taking the vaccine is a personal thing. Okay. Now you're telling me that I think when you say that the unvaccinated is the ones that's spreading this, maybe at a higher count, but not always. Okay, so you can't just say that. That's very irresponsible, and I think that that's the messaging that I think people have to put out there. And I think it's important that we put it out there that anybody can still get it. Just be vigilant and be careful. Okay. Once you start forcing anything onto a group of people, they're either going to go the other way or listen, one or the other. Once you start to call people ignorant, once you start to call people by certain things, they're either going to listen to you or run the other way. And more than likely, it's going to run the other way when you start to call people ignorant. So I think it's important that we stay respectful. I think it's important that we stay safe, whether or not you're vaccinated or not. I think it's really scary the times now that we don't know what's happening. We don't know what's happening in the background. We don't know um, who's infected. And it's important that we think of it as everybody can be infected. Okay, you might get the vaccine, but I'm not gonna. Um, I probably I'm not gonna judge you for not getting it. You know, um, I think it's important that people, it's none of your effing business. I think really it's not. But you know, if you're keeping yourself, trying to keep yourself safe, and you're sanitizing, you're doing everything you can. Hopefully that's enough to work. And it's important that people realize that the wording that they use, the messaging that they use, they affect a lot of people, affect a lot of people out there. And why I say that is I think because of the fact that Aiden and I went to the store. So we went shopping the other day, and um, we were standing in line about to check out. Aiden has this lady coming right next to him, I guess. I don't know what she was doing. I think maybe she was a cashier. And he goes, I guess maybe bumps her. She accidentally bumps him. And then pretty much he goes, "You're a little too close." So I think it's okay to say to someone, "You're a little too close. Could you kind of back away a little bit?" It's important to say that in a respectful way. But I think when you shoot back, and this is what happened, the lady shoots back saying, "I'm vaccinated." Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, you can be vaccinated. You could be vaccinated with the measles shots or whatever from with the measles vaccine, or you can be vaccinated by the flu shot or whatnot. What does that mean? So to me, I think people are thinking that being vaccinated from the COVID is you're immune from catching it or giving it to somebody. And I think it's important that we start to kind of preface it or kind of make sure that we're being responsible in saying that you could still infect other people, because I've been preaching that for the last couple of weeks, and only now the media and CDC has said anything about this. Okay, I've seen people over the last couple of weeks to a month get infected and they were vaccinated. Okay, and the news took a while just to report this. So it's important that we stay vigilant with people around us. It doesn't matter who it is. Okay, so to me, I think perfect thing is we're all infected. I'm going to treat it as we're all infected. So stay the fuck away from me. That's what I'm going to say. All right, but I think it's important that we use that to and make sure that we're not getting too close to anybody, because it's important just to you know, it's been a rough year. I know people doesn't want to just close down again, but I think it's important that we still stay vigilant, because people are just the walls have come down, and they're hugging and they're doing all of this, and we cannot still do the same thing that we did about a year and a half ago. We cannot. It's still, people are still dirty. People are still could be infected with the disease and doesn't even know it. You know, but I think it's important that we all be aware, okay, that we all are aware of all the facts to make the right decision for all of us. And people are not stupid for not doing that. So we cannot be irresponsible. It's irresponsibility that we blame just the unvaccinated people now. Okay, you can't do that, because anybody can still be infected. Anybody. So just be aware of that. I just wanted to place that out there. I wanted to get it off my chest, because I think people are still under this impression that they can't get it because they got vaccinated, which is not true. But anyways, yeah, I've been working so much. I've tried to do podcasting. I've tried to do all of that, but I'm just got to get back into the mode of it. But I wanted to come by to say hello and all that mumbo jumbo. But I love you guys. I will catch you guys all later. Bye.